Hi guys, it's Ceci here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome. Obviously you're new here because this is my first ever sit down video in my YouTube channel. By the way, I've created this YouTube channel for a while. You know, if you go and see the previous videos, you would see that I have a couple of videos, but I've never done a sit down video of this sort, and it's time because I've kind of been stalling and I think that I'm ready. I'm finally ready. Anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ceci, and in this channel I'm going to be talking about everything, you know, not everything obviously, but I'm a storyteller, so we're gonna be talking stories. I'm gonna be sharing some of my life experiences. I think I'll be doing vlogs here and there. I'm inviting you on a journey of exploring myself, and you know, you're just going to be seeing me as I explore myself, and hope you're exploring yourself as well. Today I want to share a very funny story about how I got rejected by a guy. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I will, because this is what this channel is about, right? So back when I was in university, there was this guy that I really liked, you know, and I thought that he liked me too, but I don't know, maybe he didn't like me as much as I thought. And you know, I really liked this guy. You know, it seemed like the ideal type, everything was perfect. It seemed really great, probably is great, but I really liked him. So I remember I would tell my friends, oh my god, I have a huge crush on this guy. Should I ask him out? You know, he's not making the first move. Should I ask him out? Should I, you know, I would, you know, I would talk about it with my friends. And I remember my friend, I don't want to mention her name, but she would always say, this guy should be the one to come to you first. But I didn't listen because I felt, oh my god, I want to, I mean, I have to tell him how I feel. Ah, my goodness, it's crazy. Anyway, long story short, there was this particular night, you know, my friends and I had just playing this very civil game. It was very civil, but you know, we're just being funny. And I challenged myself that I was gonna call this guy. So I called him. Fortunately for me, he did not pick, and I thank my heavens, I thank my good heavens that I did not pick the call, because if he had picked the call, it would have been so embarrassing. Anyway, I called this guy. He did not pick. I called him, I think, about 3-4 times, if I remember correctly. Now that I think of it, it was about 10 years ago. So, you know, yeah. I called him and he did not pick. And then the very next day, an unknown number called me back. And this unknown number threatened me. So this very day, I have no idea who that person is, but this person called me back and threatened me and was saying, why am I calling her babe, you know? Till this very day, I have no idea who the person is. Come to think of it, I did not even confess. You know, the guy did not pick. So I don't know how this unknown person now knew that I wanted to call to confess to their babe. By the way, I don't think the person that called me was their babe, because you know, I don't even know, and I really don't care, because it was 10 years ago. However, you know, to this very day, I still find it very funny that someone called me to threaten me that I should leave their baby alone, even when I wasn't even in any relationship or anything with their babe. So it's so funny. Anyway, that's the story for today. I have a lot of story in my archives, and as time goes on, I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys. However, this is the moral lesson from this particular story. Nothing is said until it is said, okay? And this goes to relationships, to contracts, to communication, to life in general. Nothing is said until it is said, okay? So please take that as the summary and the lesson from this story. Until I see you in my next one. Bye-bye. Okay, so So let me do this for my thumbnail. I just filmed my first YouTube video. I'm so happy.